In this video, I'm going to be showing you the best inside center build for Season 2 of NBA 2K23. This build is mainly going to be used for Rec or Pro-Am. It has some ways you can use it in Park, but I would suggest usually using this build for Rec or Pro-Am. So we're going to start at the center position. We're going to go 7'1", 243 pounds, max wingspan, and you want build body shape. And to get into some of the attributes, I'm going to put the attributes where I'm going to kind of explain why I think they should be to the level that they're at. So we're going to go 85 close shot. We're going to go 55 driving layup, 65 driving dunk. We're going to go 90 standing dunk. And we're going to go 80 post control. So this is the finishing attributes. So we're going to have 85 close shot, which is going to be able to unlock goal fast switch, which is a great badge. Overall, I do think with this finishing setup, you're going to be able to finish pretty much in any way that you need to, like around and under the rim. As you can see, it has a low driving layup and a low-ish driving dunk. That's mainly just because for most of the time as a center, you know, in Rec or Pro-Am, you're setting those screens, you're rolling to the paint, and then you're getting the ball down low. There's not too many times you're going to catch the ball at the free throw, maybe drive the lane, and then not try to shoot a driving layup, I guess. But the driving dunk, there are instances of where like some of like the other centers are being able to get kind of quick drops. You're not going to be able to get this with this build. This is really just get inside type of a masher, be able to use some of the post moves, that type of thing. So check out this finishing badge setup for this. Here's the best finishing badge setup for this build. So we're going to go gold drop stepper. We're going to go gold back down punisher. Now it's going to unlock the tier 3. We're going to go fast twitch gold. I'm going to core fast twitch. I'm going to put rise up on gold. And now I like dream shake on gold. I'm going to put slithery on bronze. And so I think this is the best finishing badge setup you can have. Rise up, of course, to get those standing dunks under the rim. Fast twitch and rise up work together. Be able to go for the defense gets there. So before, like in some of my badge videos, I said that, you know, some of these badges weren't good and I need to release new ones. So I have changed my mind. I do think back down punisher is a great badge, especially in those late moments when you do get the ball late and you got to kind of combine back down punisher with a badge such as post spin or drop stepper. I enjoy drop stepper more. I think the animations are just better. Post spin's also not bad, but I went with drop stepper gold here. So these two kind of work together. Slithery again, just to be able to back down. Maybe this helps you get an animation to kind of slide to the defense. And then dream shake, when I kind of mash, I'll do like the pump fake quite a bit. And so at the back end of dream shake, if you didn't know, shot fakes have an increased shot percentage. So if you pump fake a few times and go up, your shot percentage does get boosted under the rim. So I think that this is the best finishing badge setup that you can have for this build. For your shooting attributes, we're going to go 46 mid-range. We're going to go 65 free throw. There's not really much to talk about. This build does not get any shooting badges as it is an inside. But 65 free throw, I use Michael Jordan. I would suggest using Michael Jordan's free throw. I think it's pretty easy to green. But 65 free throw is plenty enough to be able to, when you get fouled, to make your shots. So we'll jump straight into playmaking. So for playmaking, we're going to go 76 here with the pass accuracy. And that is all we're going to touch for playmaking as well. So as you can see, you get 10 playmaking badges. Really, you're going to be able to get a lot of the tier 2 to tier 1s. I wouldn't suggest going to the tier 3. People do talk about unpluckable, but Vice Grip kind of does the same job. I don't think it's necessary to get the unpluckable badge, and you can't get it anyway. You're going to have to spend a lot of points in the playmaking area to get silver unpluckable or bronze unpluckable. So we're going to stick with 10 here. You're going to be able to core a few of these, and then you're going to be able to have a pretty good playmaking setup for when you get rebounds, use break starter. And so check out the best playmaking badge setup for this build. For the playmaking badges, we're going to go break starter gold. We're going to core break starter. I'm going to go bronze quick first step. I'm going to go silver vice grip. You could use bailout. You don't have to. So we can go gold here. We can go with bronze clamp breaker, and then that's kind of your choice. I usually like to go with bronze floor general just to kind of help my team out a little bit, or if you don't like clamp breaker, you can double this up, but I do think clamp breaker is a decent badge to have on this center build. So again, with break starter, probably the most important playmaking badge you could have for a Pro-Am or Rec team. You got to be able to throw the ball down the floor. A quick first step, if you do some of those post moves, maybe if you like to use the post spin, I do think they work kind of hand in hand. Or if you get the ball and have to kind of, you know, get your animation to kind of push the other center back, you know, maybe you catch it a little close, you take one dribble, quick first step, kind of mix it with slither. You might slide just kind of right beside the center, get yourself in better positioning. Vice grip, help you not get ripped after you get those rebounds and things like that. Like I said, floor general, help your teammates make shots. And then clamp breaker, slithering, all those kind of work together to just make sure the defense doesn't get in this bump animation. So I think that's the best playmaking badge setup that you can have for the 7-1 center. Now for the defense, we're going to go 83 interior. We're going to go 64 perimeter. We're going to go 67 steal, a 99 block. We're going to go 99 offensive rebound, and we're going to go 90 defensive rebound. And so I really enjoy this defensive setup. I think this is probably one of the best ones that you're going to see or find in a lot of builds around 2K. 83 interior. It's not 99 like some players might have, but I do think that it is enough to be able to contest shots in the paint and kind of limit some of those types of things. But I do think the 99 block with the Hall of Fame anchor, I think stronger because it's an actual badge, not just a rating kind of being put towards it. But yeah, Hall of Fame anchor. There's been some tests, I think, by 2K Labs or Toots. I'm not sure which one, but they did a test where anchor at Hall of Fame is like incredibly strong for just stopping any mashing or any type of dunks and things like that. So I wanted to get 99 block. And then just to really be an offensive type of player, I wanted to get 99 offensive rebound instead of 99 defensive rebound. And that way, if you do get into position, most players are going to have 99 defensive rebound. You're actually going to have more of a chance, I hope, to get more offensive boards. And then that kind of goes back to the mashing setup with this build. So I kind of wanted to go hand in hand. You have decent perimeter, you have decent steal. It's not enough to get you to the interceptor silver. I think you have to be 6'10". I think it's the tallest player that can get that. But overall, you do have 31 defensive badges, and I think that this setup's pretty much going to stop any type of player that gets into the lane, especially at 7-1. So check out the best defensive badge setup for this build. For the defensive badges, I'm going to go Hall of Fame Box Out Beast, Hall of Fame Chase Down. It's going to lock your tier 3. We're going to go Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser and core that. Anchor, I'm going to put on Hall of Fame, and then I do get Gold Brick Wall. And then now for the tier 1s, I'm going to go Bronze Interceptor, Bronze Challenger, and I'm going to go Silver Workhorse. Some people say it's not great. I do think those long rebounds it kicks in for and in other situations. So this is an absolute insane kind of setup, in my opinion, for your defensive badges. Hall of Fame badges just everywhere, especially this Hall of Fame Anchor, Hall of Fame Rebound. Like, a lot of these badges are really going to like change the way the game feels for you. And I really do think it starts with the anchor, but also with the gold brick wall. If you're a center that, sets a lot of screens for your point guard to try to get them open, or just set screens in general for the team, you're going to feel a big difference between gold brick wall and silver brick wall. It's going to just really slow down the lockdowns and defenders trying to get to your point guard, which can help you get you more points. Hall of Fame chase down, whether you play in the corner as this center or if you play in the PNR, you get beat. It's going to be able to really chase down and stop players. And then I think Challenger is a good badge to have in case you have to kind of come out and jump at the point guard and try to get a contest. And so I do think that this is the best finishing badge setup that you can have for the center. Now for the physicals, we're going to max out speed at a 65. We're going to max out strength at an 86. We're going to max out vertical at an 80. And we're going to put stamina to an 89. And so with this physical setup, you do unlock gold brick wall as well. And so a lot of centers aren't even running gold brick wall, they're running silver. So now you can get your point guard open even more when you set your screens. A 65 speed at 7-1 is going to be a lot faster than what you think it is. Acceleration is needed here in some instances, but you're really not going to be dribbling like that. And so I feel like acceleration is just not really needed as much as speed is. 80 vertical. I really just wanted to add as much vertical as I could just to ensure that if vertical kind of plays a part into rebounding and blocks and things like that. So I want to make sure this player has a high vert at 7-1. And then the 89 stamina, maybe a little overkill. You could drop this and add it into a few other areas. I just would rather my player have higher stamina so I don't miss maybe as many dunks or just be able to move around the court a little better. But I think this player at 7-1 has incredibly good physicals for being that big of a player, because usually their physicals get pretty bad. So now let's take a look at the takeovers. So here's all the takeovers that this build does get, but I suggest using box out wall and stuff blocks, or box out wall and paint intimidation. That's like the kind of 3 badges I would cycle in between. I haven't really decided which one, or you could double up and make the badge even stronger. If you guys didn't know that, if you put 2, it gives twice the impact. So I do like paint intimidation. I think it's good, but stuff blocks I dislike, because if you do have to get a chase down or jump to stop a dunk, sometimes with stuff blocks it's going to be able to help you get a little more blocking animations, I feel. So what this build is a shade of, a lot of people like to see what they compare this player to. So on the screen we're going to get Joakim Noah, Rudy Gobert, and Clint Capella. So 3 really good defensive bigs. That's kind of what this big is. It's called a defensive anchor. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lance. I'm the head coach for Bucks Gaming. In the description below, I have a link to my Discord. If you're interested in joining, I go over things like the NBA 2K League, tips and tricks for 2K23, or if you want to play the game with myself, I play both on Xbox and PlayStation. The link is in the description below. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.